Have you ever wanted to make Roblox GFX? That's exactly what I do. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to load into Roblox Studio. Now, once you're here, you're going to need a specific add-on, which I will link in the description. It's called Load Character. What you want to do is you want to click on it. Search your character. In this case, we'll do this. Hello? Press this. Oh, wait, I forgot something. So if I delete this, you want to check spawn at origin. Now this is very, very important, so that when we're in Blender, it doesn't spawn way off of the axis. So all we're going to do is press spawn at R6. It does not work with R15. Once we've done that, go over to your character or just press F. What we're going to do is right click, go down, select one of the hairs that should have this wizard hat, shift and left click, press right mouse button, export selection, and then find your file. Once you've done that, the next thing you're going to want to do is just select the character, export selection, and again, just find your folder and save it there. Now if you haven't already, you're going to need to download Blender, and the way you're going to do that is you're just going to click this. It's going to bring you to a thank you page. It's going to download. You go through the wizard, and then it will launch up Blender. So once you load in, it's going to look something like this, and it's going to be purple or pink, depending if you're colorblind or not, which I am not. I'm just weird. And you're going to want to click on any body part. In this case, it's literally just the head, because you can't select these arms. What you're going to want to do, zoom in here, like this, and remember the entire character that we saved. What we're going to do is we're going to find where you saved it to, and it's going to show a PNG. It's going to say text. Make sure to double click on that, and now your entire character is loaded in. Now you might be wondering to yourself, well, where's the hats? What do you mean the entire model? I don't see the hats anywhere. Well, that's because we saved the hats in a different file. So we're going to press File, Export, Import, wavefile.obj, and just find where you saved it to. In this case, I named mine Algebra Hats. We're just going to click on that. And for me, I don't know why, but this face thing that you saw earlier, it's really buggy. I don't know why. So I'm going to delete it. And the way we're going to do that is we can just delete this. Press File, Import, wavefile.obj again. But this time, we're going to go down to Geometry and we're going to split by group. There, it would split everything individually, so we can edit them whenever they want. I recommend doing this at the start, but I did not because I tend to forget things a lot. So you can delete that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to select our hats by clicking, holding shift, and selecting another part. Click on this little empty object right here, or in that case it's a cube that's just put in the wireframe mode. Press Control and P and select Object. Now, when we click on our rig and press Control Tab to go into pose mode, we can click this, press R to rotate, and it will move with it. And now you can start posing it. You could do whatever you want with it, but the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this because we do not need it anymore. This is just, where you manage textures. Press Join Areas, like on the split. Right click, press Join Areas, and then move it up so the arrow is facing up that way. Click on it, and then now you have this big empty space to work in. So I'm just going to set a time lapse here for a nice, montage, I guess. So now what you want to do, once you've posed your character, and if you don't know how to do this, I recommend looking at, basic Blender tutorials just to learn all the hotkeys and what to use to rotate things, move things, and understand how they work. But for this rig, which I found was really cool, was we go into pose mode and we select this waist thing, if we press G and Z to move it on the Z axis, it has this thing called inverse kinematics, and what that does is, because this is moving up and down, the legs move with it. Now usually if you do Blender a lot, you'll notice that that is pretty rare, because it really, oh god, what is that? I accidentally pressed tab and went into edit mode, and then I found this monstrosity. I don't know if he's beautiful or ugly. I think he's beautiful. I think he's a masterpiece. Anyway, if we go back into edit mode, we can see that, you know, I've rotated these a bit, and what these do is they just move the legs, which is pretty cool, pretty unique. And we can just tweak things up a bit, make sure they line up, and yeah. So now, once you've got everything posed, now you're going to want to add a camera and some lights. So if we go out of pose mode here, go in object mode, we do Shift and A, go down to camera, press 0 on your numpad, or just press over here, click that, and then press Shift F, Shift F, Shift F, oh, sorry. Originally it's Shift and then the button under the escape key. And so now it's the same controls as Roblox Studio. What we're going to do is we're just going to line it up probably over here. But if we want to add some zest, what you're going to do is you press R, rotate it, just to get that little bit of a nicer effect where it's a little slanted and it looks cinematic. So now, once you've done that, it's going to look like the entire base plate is sliding. Don't worry about that. It's not really going to affect anything. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to press this button down here. And because, you know, it's doing that blurry effect and it's not even showing the glasses for me. And that's because we are in Cycles Render. Cycles Render is the most detailed render in Blender. So what we're going to do is we're going to press this camera button, go there, and change it from Cycles to Eevee. Now Eevee is real-time rendering. So what this is going to do is it allows smaller items like this to be rendered, and it allows for a much smoother experience and not my PC going insane. Also, I got a new PC. That's why you see this Activate Windows watermark and a white taskbar. You might also notice that I am not lagging out to 2 frames per second. Last time I was on integrated graphics, and I'm very sorry for those poor quality videos. New videos are coming soon, and they're going to be really, really good looking. This man wants you to subscribe and keep notice for when other videos are coming out. He wants you to know his beautiful masterpiece. His name is Joey. Anyway, you're going to Shift A again. Actually, I'm still in pose mode. Object mode, Shift A again. Do not add a camera like I just did. Add a light, and whatever light you want. It could be an area light, spotlight, sun, or point light. I'm going to do sun for now. And we're going to move this up. In fact, no. Most of the renders I've done have a point light. So point light, as you can see, it's very dim. We don't want that. So set this to a value of like 4 ones. I find that to be a good value. We're just going to drag it somewhere over here. I'm not going for very good realism right now. And I'm just going to make this like a yellow. Bring it closer, maybe? Shifty, just to get like even lighting everywhere. And the closer a light is to your character, what you might want to do is you might want to go over here, change this to maybe 3 ones. Or 2. I did 2. But let's go 3. Let's press 0 on the numpad, or of course, remember if you don't have a numpad, it's this button, and you'll see that there's really good lighting going on here. So we're just going to move it a little bit more so that he's facing the camera-ish. And then when you want to render, just click F12. Or, if you don't have that, or again, if you don't have that and you're on a laptop maybe, just click Render, Render Image. Boom, now you have it. If you want to save it, just click Image, Save, and you can save it to your file. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe or like, depending on which you choose. If you didn't like it, you could dislike it. That tells me that I need to make better videos and that I need to man up. So, yes, this is the end of the video. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.